That's a lot of map. Oh my. InfiniDungeon at a glance. InfiniDungeon. If you're wondering why on earth I had this thing out in the snow, and I just got this new thing in the mail, and what the hell is wrong with me? Well, this material, it's nice. It's kind of like a, kind of reminds me of a tarp. Similar material to a tarp. So, as advertised, it's spill proof. So I know they show, Jesus. So it's rip proof. You know, I'm not going too crazy, but you know, I'm definitely torquing on it. So I had similar experiences with the snow. Yeah, just even rolling it up with the snow getting caught in there, I kind of just wiped it right off, and we were good to go. Because like I said, it's like a tarp. I don't know if you can actually see that material on the back, but if you can, it's a lot like a tarp. So yeah, this is great. I got this like opening scenario here. This is kind of like the beginning of it. All right, so this one is called the Gates of Aguaphus. Gates of Aguaphus, something like that. This other one is the Mad Descent, which I will also open. I got this on Kickstarter. It was $89, and I got 2 scrolls, and I also got the scroll handles, which are these bad boys on the end here. And I'll take those off whenever I switch scrolls, because I only have enough handles for the scrolls for 1 scroll at a time. Didn't really seem like that big of a deal at the time, but we'll jump back into that later. The whole point of this, I know whenever I show the image out in the snow of it all rolled out, the game is not intended for you to play it that way. The game is intended for you to basically have fog of war in real life. And by real life, I mean in person. But yeah, we got a lot. We got a lot of stuff to explore here. Look at that. Look at all of this. I feel like this might help put it in perspective. It honestly feels like something that would go outside and also is waterproof. Let me just kind of get my bearings here. I've unraveled too much. All right. Whew. That's a little more reasonable to deal with. One thing that I'm noticing, the more I roll and unroll this, I'm not 100% sure if the handles that I bought were necessary, other than maybe weighing it down. I don't know. I'll have to play with it more. It did just come in today. Maybe the next one I won't put the handles on it. We'll see how that works. One thing that I'm sure you can tell from the camera there is that it does give off like a glimmer from the lights. So that might, I don't know if that's a factor for you. Also, another thing that I'm noticing is it doesn't necessarily lay completely flat. Keep in mind, I did just take this out of the package. I've been playing with it, but I did just get it today, so this might kind of loosen up with time. But you do have like these little ripples every now and then. So I'm placing a mini here, and it weighs it down. It's not an issue. That's kind of, I would say, a smaller mini. Let's do an even smaller than that. Yeah, I don't think that's an issue. But that does bring up another good point. There's no grid on this. I don't think there was an option for a grid. I feel like a lot of people would want a grid. I guess you could take your guy and just boop, 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 boop. Those are my only 2 gripes with it. The handles, I feel like could be better, and I don't know if they really added as much value as I thought they would, because even as I'm just rolling it up, I was kind of grabbing it in the middle so that I could roll it up tight. And it rolls around the cardboard. I think if it was something, obviously this would have increased the cost, But if it was something more along the lines of like a projector screen where you could, there's like less resistance and it just unravels. I don't know the exact mechanics behind that or the logistics, but that's just kind of what I'm picturing in terms of just making that easier to unravel. Yeah, man, the art on it, and maybe I'll do a couple of close-ups here, but the art on it is sweet, especially considering the material that it's made out of. I don't know why, but I would kind of think that that would reduce the quality a bit. It did not. Let's take a look at another portion. Now, kind of observe how much of a pain in the ass this kind of is if you're trying to do this in a timely manner at your gaming table. If you guys find a better way, let me know. Woo! Look at all of this map. Look at all this map. Real nice. You can see I've got a little bit of moisture on it from earlier, and that can just very easily wipe away. And now I'm gonna try and roll up this side. Notice I'm not even using the handles. And one thing you want to be careful of whenever you're rolling it up is you don't want it to, it's kind of squishing on the side there, so you gotta make sure you're paying attention to what you're doing. Not really a big deal because you can just easily slide it. There's enough space so that you can just slide it down. If you're not holding it in the middle, that's likely going to happen. Got some moisture here that just very easily comes right off. Sweet, sweet map. Take a look at some of this art. How neat is that? Ooh, one thing to note though. Probably don't want the cardboard to get wet. I think if you did spill sauce on this, I really think you'd be able to easily get it off. Look at that. That being the end of the map there. So this is the InfiniDungeon by Yarro Studios. I just enjoy all of their products. I think I've purchased everything that they have, to be honest. Either it's on the way, it's downstairs, or it's right here. So let's take a look, because this is really cool, and I want to try this out. I know this is one of the things they had in their video. Oh, this could be interesting. I could kind of maybe see that working. What you can do, which is awesome. I love stuff like this. It just gives you more options. Got the map here. And then this would be where that torch is, okay? Maybe they pull the torch and they realize that it opens up a secret area, which opens up this book here. I do have the stickers from the other Immersive Battle Map campaign, and supposedly you can use the stickers here. So let's give that a shot. And these stickers are kind of similar to like, looks like Halloween or Christmas decorations you put on the on your windows at your house. So let's say maybe I want bats. There's bats right here. I gotta be honest with you. It's kind of sticking. It's kind of sticking, but I definitely could move that. That as opposed to, I understand you're supposed to be able to reuse them, right? I placed it on the book here, and this is just a lot better. So not the same. Try it right here. Yeah, no, that is not clinging the way that it should. Let's try a different sticker though. Maybe it's just that one. Who doesn't love gold? So we'll use this bad boy. Oh, look at that glimmer. That's nice. So they just found some stuff, and yeah, I mean, you can kind of get it to not move easily. There we go. You just really gotta put some pressure on it. Okay. Yeah, that does it. And let's see. Yeah, so that's the trick. It just requires more pressure than the book. But it will work. Here's a good look at the handles. They're plastic. Obviously. Looks like you'd be able to take them apart. See how they split in two there, if needed. The handles are okay. I feel like the handles could have been better, in my opinion. I'm not sure if I'm even going to use them. We'll see. Let's open up the other one. Ho, 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 ho. This map being the Mad Descent. Wow, this is okay. First of all, I'm gonna try and use this one without the handles at all. And I don't know if you can see, there's, I mean, to be expected, right? It was rolled up. There's a little bump here in the middle. Not really a big deal. I think that's gonna go away with usage, but we'll see. If I hold it super tight, you would need it held. So yeah, it looks like the theme here is fire and ice. If you can see that, you got fire on one side, ice on the other, and then you've got this middle section. This is man, this has actually got me thinking, let's start with fire. I'm gonna roll this up. Oh man. I think this is way easier without the handle. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, so I'm pretty much just grabbing it in the middle and I'm just rolling it. Just make sure it doesn't go too far, but at least without the handle, you don't have to worry about it kind of crinkling on the edges there. Look at those ballistae. You know what I just realized? This map has a grid. This map has a grid. This map does not have a grid. Huh. So some of the maps have grids. Am I just not seeing it? Interesting. That might be... I'll have to double check my Kickstarter and see like what options I selected. There may have been a gridded and a gridless option, and maybe I goofed up, I don't know. Oh, this is cool. This is cool. I think I like this one better. You see how easy it is for me to deal with this? And I can kind of just push the scroll. Oh, that's... Look at that. That is way faster. Look at that skull. This is a cool map. I think this was my first choice now that I think about it. So there's the beginning. See how fast we got there without the handles. So now I can just roll this puppy back up. And we're right back where we started. Now we'll take a look at the ice side. Oh yeah. Yeah. This is pretty sick. Oh man, and there's like a Christmas came early, everybody. Nice. Look at this little ice palace. This is awesome. So just this part alone, I feel like would be amazing. Amazing. I hope I have I think I do, a digital copy of this. So one thing to note, I don't know if you can see this rolling on its own. See that? That is probably a part of the reason you'd want to use the handles. The handles are not going to let it roll like that. Looks like everything is where it should be in terms of size. Man, I'm excited for this. Now let's put one of these handles on. It's not easy. So you got this right here. Notice you got these little edges, and it is, you know, you've got these little It's ribbed for your convenience. Shove that in there. And I want to make sure I get it the same on both sides here. Yeah. All right. So that's on. As you can see, it's not going to move. So that is a pro for the handles for sure. But look at whenever I go to move this now. I'm gonna go ahead and unravel some of this. By default, because you're gonna have one hand on each side. By default, I kind of want to do this, to be honest. For me to do this, because of the handle, it's like a two-handed operation. I guess I could do this. So I'm turning on one side and holding in the middle, but yeah, whereas the one-handed side, I literally just, there you go, there's the map. Man, this is dope. Let's see, do I have a snow map here that I can use? Show me snow. Okay, all right. Oh, look at this. This is like perfect. Yeah, so see how that that flows pretty well. And let's say your players want to continue traversing in that direction for some reason, because they're players, they do crazy things. Well, you can continue on with your immersive battle map. Let's do the sticker test. Do one of these little spell effects here. So this is me with light pressure right now. And yeah, that's gonna move a little bit, which I'm not entirely surprised, because the material here, if it's resistant to like water, liquids, that makes sense. Here, I'll do the same light pressure, and yeah, on the book it's gonna stay. Here it's not, but if I press down and I hold it, it should be good. Yeah, so it's good. It kills me, but I'm gonna take these handles off. It might be good for, and some of the handles do actually come off easier than others. So they're not, that might be dependent on the part of the cardboard there. You have multiple of these, there's the potential that they could kind of go side by side as well. So my name is Glenaford. I hope you enjoyed taking a look at these InfiniDungeon scrolls at a glance. If there's anything else you'd like me to take a look at, or if you have any other questions, comments, or concerns about this product or some other products, go ahead and throw something down in the comments section. I'd love to hear from you guys. But yeah, if you love tabletop RPGs and interesting products, different perspectives on how to do some of these things, join us. And I'm always trying to make my games better. And in this case, I'm trying to make them better with the InfiniDungeon! Don't forget, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, do all those things. Until the next time, my name is Glenaford, signing out.